Welcome to an extraordinary journey through America's most breathtaking natural wonders that will ignite your passion for travel and inspire your next great adventure. From the bustling streets of the Windy City to the majestic, carved faces overlooking the Black Hills, from the rugged peaks that pierce the sky of Wyoming to the steel cities that forged America's industrial might. These are more than just places on a map. They are living testaments to the human achievements, natural wonders, and endless spirit of exploration that define the American experience. Each destination we visit today tells a unique story of triumph, beauty, and cultural significance that has shaped not only our country, but the dreams of millions of travelers from around the world. Here's a question that I want you to ponder as we begin this journey. What drives us to seek out these magnificent places? Is it the desire to connect with something greater than ourselves, or perhaps the need to witness firsthand the incredible power of both nature and human determination? Keep that thought in mind as we explore together. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell. You won't want to miss our upcoming adventures. Check out the links in the description below for exclusive deals on flights and accommodations to help you make your travel dreams come true. Now let's explore the most hidden destinations in the Midwest of the United States. Chicago, Illinois. Rising majestically from the southwestern shores of Lake Michigan, Chicago stands as America's third-largest city, perfectly positioned at the heart of the Midwest. This incredible metropolis stretches across 234 square miles, where the vast expanse of one of the Great Lakes meets the fertile plains of Illinois. Chicago is celebrating its 8th year as the best big city in the US, and when you see its stunning lakefront setting, you'll understand why. The city's strategic location has made it a natural crossroads of commerce, culture, and innovation for over 150 years. The shoreline extends for 26 miles along Lake Michigan, creating a natural boundary that has shaped both the city's growth and its character. This inland sea, one of the largest freshwater bodies in the world, provides Chicago with its distinctive climate, its recreational opportunities, and that unmistakable fresh lake breeze that residents simply call the Hawk. From the elevated trains rattling overhead to the gleaming skyscrapers reflecting in the lake's surface, geography and human ambition have combined to create something truly spectacular. Chicago's story begins with the Potawatomi people, who recognized this area's potential long before European settlers arrived. The name Chicago itself comes from the Native American word Chickaqua, meaning wild onion or wild garlic, plants that grew abundantly in the marshlands that once covered much of the area. But it was the Great Chicago Fire of 1871 that truly defined the city's character. Rather than viewing this catastrophe as an ending, Chicagoans saw it as a beginning, an opportunity to rebuild bigger, better, and more beautiful than before. The city became a laboratory for architectural innovation, giving birth to the world's first skyscrapers and attracting visionaries like Louis Sullivan and Frank Lloyd Wright. The Architecture Center provides insights into Chicago's famous buildings and historical development, showcasing how this city literally reached for the sky and changed urban landscapes forever. The 1893 World's Columbian Exposition put Chicago on the global stage, welcoming 27 million visitors and establishing the city as a center of culture, innovation, and ambition. Navy Pier, one of the Midwest's most popular attractions, stretches like a finger into Lake Michigan, offering visitors a perfect introduction to Chicago's lakefront magic. Originally opened in 1916 as a shipping and recreation facility, this Chicago landmark showcases over 50 acres of parks, restaurants, attractions, retail shops, sightseeing and dining cruise boats, exposition facilities, and more. Today, it's where you can ride the iconic Centennial Wheel, sample Chicago's legendary deep dish pizza, and watch boats come and go while the city's skyline creates a stunning backdrop. Millennium Park and its iconic Cloud Gate sculpture, affectionately known as the Bean, represents Chicago's artistic soul. This polished stainless steel sculpture reflects the city's skyline in ways that seem almost magical, creating infinite perspectives that change with the light, the weather, and your position. It's become one of the most photographed landmarks in America, and for good reason. The Chicago Riverwalk offers scenic views and leisure walks, transforming what was once an industrial corridor into a vibrant promenade where visitors can dine, stroll, and take architectural boat tour that reveal the city's stunning skyline from a unique perspective. Architecture cruise experiences are consistently rated among the best things to do in Chicago, offering insights into the city's revolutionary building techniques and the stories behind its most famous structures. Chicago seamlessly blends natural beauty with architectural innovation, offering visitors everything from world-class museums and deep dish pizza to stunning lakefront parks and vibrant neighborhoods. The city's strategic location, rich cultural diversity, and architectural significance make it a destination where every street corner tells a story of American ambition and achievement. Whether you're exploring cultural history in Bronzeville or Chinatown, or experiencing the local dining scene, Chicago offers an authentic slice of American urban life that's both sophisticated and approachable. Mount Rushmore National Memorial. Deep in the heart of South Dakota's Black Hills, Mount Rushmore stands as one of America's most recognizable landmarks. Surrounded by the beauty of the Black Hills of South Dakota, this massive sculpture emerges from the granite face of a mountain that rises 5,725 feet above sea level. The Black Hills themselves are a geological wonder, an isolated mountain range that rises dramatically from the Great Plains, creating an island of forests, streams, and granite peaks in an ocean of prairie grassland. This sacred land has been home to the Lakota people for generations, who called these hills Pahasapa, meaning hills that are black. The dark appearance comes from the dense ponderosa pine forests that cover the hills, creating a striking contrast against the golden prairie that surrounds them. The granite that forms Mount Rushmore is some of the oldest rock on Earth, dating back 1.6 billion years and providing the perfect medium for this monumental undertaking. The story of Mount Rushmore begins with a dream, historian Doane Robinson's vision to create a tourist attraction that would draw visitors to South Dakota. But it was sculptor Gutzon Borglum who transformed that dream into something far more significant. Majestic figures of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln tell the story of the birth, growth, development, and preservation of this country. Construction began in 1927 and continued for 14 years, employing hundreds of workers who dangled from steel cables to carve these 60-foot-tall faces using dynamite, jackhammers, and hand tools. Each president was carefully chosen. Washington represents the birth of the nation, Jefferson its growth through the Louisiana Purchase, Roosevelt its development as a world power, and Lincoln its preservation through the Civil War. These presidents represent the development of the United States during its first 130 years. This land holds deep meaning for Native American tribes, particularly the Lakota, who consider the Black Hills sacred. The nearby Crazy Horse Memorial, still under construction, serves as a tribute to Native American culture and heritage, a perfect representation of the spirit and struggle of Native Americans. There is no entrance fee for Mount Rushmore National Memorial, but there are fees for parking at the memorial, making this incredible destination accessible to visitors from all walks of life. The Grand View Terrace provides the classic perspective, but the Presidential Trail brings you closer to the base of the mountain, offering different angles and a more intimate connection with this monumental achievement. The Lincoln Borglum Visitor Center tells the fascinating story of how this seemingly impossible project was completed. Interactive exhibits detail the innovative techniques used, the challenges faced, and the vision that drove this incredible undertaking. Evening lighting ceremonies during summer months transform the monument into something truly magical, as the carved faces seem to come alive under carefully placed spotlights. Learn about the heritage of the Great Sioux Nation as you explore Crazy Horse Memorial, the Oglala Lakota College, Bear Butte State Park, and the Journey Museum. These nearby attractions provide crucial context and ensure visitors understand the complete story of this region, not just the monument itself, but the rich cultural heritage of the people who have called this land home for thousands of years. Mount Rushmore represents far more than just four faces carved in stone. It's a symbol of American democracy, ingenuity, and the power of human vision. Set against the stunning backdrop of the Black Hills, this national memorial offers visitors a chance to contemplate the ideals that shaped our nation while experiencing one of the most impressive artistic achievements in human history. The monument serves as a bridge between America's past and present, reminding us of the leaders who guided our nation through its most challenging periods. Grand Teton National Park. In northwestern Wyoming, the Grand Teton mountain range rises with a drama and suddenness that takes your breath away. Unlike many mountain ranges that gradually build from foothills, the Tetons explode from the valley floor in one of the most spectacular mountain fronts in North America. Discover dramatic Grand Teton National Park with its jagged peaks, glaciers, lakes, and dense forests, a landscape so stunning that it seems almost unreal. The highest peak, Grand Teton, soars 13,775 feet above sea level, rising more than 7,000 feet directly from the valley floor. This incredible relief was created by geological forces that continue to shape the landscape today. The mountains are still growing, pushed upward by tectonic forces, while glaciers and weathering carve their jagged profiles. The result is a landscape of stunning alpine lakes, pristine wilderness areas, and mountain vistas that have inspired artists, writers, and adventurers for generations. Jackson Hole, the valley that spreads beneath these towering peaks, provides the perfect foreground for this natural masterpiece. At 6,400 feet above sea level, this high mountain valley creates a unique ecosystem where sagebrush flats meet alpine forests, and where wildlife thrives in one of America's most intact temperate ecosystems. Long before Grand Teton became a national park in 1929, this region was home to numerous Native American tribes, including the Shoshone, Crow, Blackfeet, and Gros Ventre peoples. They traveled through these mountain passes for thousands of years, hunting, fishing, and gathering in what they recognized as a sacred landscape. The name Teton comes from French fur trappers who called them les trois tétons, the three breasts, though the Native American names reflected deeper spiritual connections to these towering peaks. The area's recorded history changed dramatically with the arrival of fur trappers and mountain men in the early 1800s. These rugged individuals, including famous figures like Jim Bridger and Jedediah Smith, opened routes through the mountains and shared stories of the incredible beauty they found. Their tales eventually drew the attention of artists like Thomas Moran and photographers like William Henry Jackson, whose work helped convince Congress to preserve this remarkable landscape. The creation of Grand Teton National Park involved considerable controversy and decades of negotiation with local ranchers and business interests. The park was expanded in 1950 to include Jackson Hole, thanks largely to John D. Rockefeller Jr., who quietly purchased and donated thousands of acres to ensure this landscape would be preserved for future generations. Grand Teton National Park offers some of America's most pristine wilderness experiences. The park encompasses 310,000 acres of diverse ecosystems, from sagebrush flats to alpine tundra. More than 200 miles of trails provide access to hidden alpine lakes, wildflower meadows, and mountain vistas that seem to stretch forever. Wildlife viewing in Grand Teton is exceptional year-round. The park is home to over 60 mammal species, including grizzly bears, black bears, mountain lions, wolves, elk, moose, and bison. The famous elk herds that migrate through Jackson Hole each winter create one of the most spectacular wildlife displays in North America. Moose are commonly spotted in the wetlands and beaver ponds, while mountain goats navigate the seemingly impossible cliff faces of the high peaks. Jackson Lake, the largest body of water in the park, provides endless recreational opportunities and serves as a mirror for the mountain reflections that have graced countless photographs and paintings. The Snake River winds through the valley, creating a ribbon of life that supports both wildlife and some of the best fly fishing in the American West. Grand Teton National Park represents the American wilderness at its most pristine and dramatic. The combination of towering peaks, pristine lakes, abundant wildlife, and rich cultural history creates a destination that feeds both the soul and the spirit of adventure. Whether you're a serious mountaineer or someone who simply appreciates natural beauty, the Tetons offer experiences that will remain with you for a lifetime. This is where you come to understand why wilderness preservation matters and why some places are too precious to lose. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh occupies one of the most naturally strategic locations in North America, built where three rivers converge to form the mighty Ohio River. The Allegheny and Monongahela rivers meet at the city's heart to create the Ohio, a confluence known as the Point that has defined Pittsburgh's character for over 250 years. This unique geographic feature, combined with the rolling hills that characterize western Pennsylvania, creates a city unlike any other in America. The city spreads across 58 square miles of steep hillsides and river valleys, creating distinct neighborhoods that seem to cling to the slopes like European hillside towns. These challenging topographical features have given Pittsburgh its character, a city of bridges, 446 of them, inclines, and stunning vistas where every turn reveals another dramatic view of rivers, valleys, and the downtown skyline. Pittsburgh's story begins with Native American settlements at this strategic river confluence, followed by French and British colonial outposts that recognized the military and commercial advantages of controlling this vital waterway. Fort Pitt, built by the British in 1758, gave the city its name and established its role as a gateway to the American frontier. But it was the Industrial Revolution that truly defined Pittsburgh's character. The combination of abundant coal, iron ore transporting via the Great Lakes, and river transportation made Pittsburgh the logical center for steel production. Andrew Carnegie built his steel empire here, creating innovations that made modern skyscrapers possible and establishing Pittsburgh as the forge of American industrial might. The city's cultural identity was shaped by waves of immigrants who came to work in the mills. Germans, Irish, Italians, Polish, Eastern Europeans, and African Americans who moved north during the Great Migration. Each group brought traditions that can still be experienced today in Pittsburgh's diverse neighborhoods, from the pierogi shops of Polish Hill to the Italian restaurants of Bloomfield. Today's Pittsburgh offers visitors an incredible blend of industrial heritage and modern innovation. The Strip District pulses with energy as locals and visitors browse markets, specialty food shops, and restaurants that showcase the city's incredible culinary scene. This former warehouse district has become a foodie destination where you can sample everything from authentic Pennsylvania Dutch treats to cutting-edge fusion cuisine. Heinz Field and PNC Park represent Pittsburgh's passionate sports culture, where Steelers and Pirates fans demonstrate the loyalty and intensity that make Pittsburgh one of America's great sports towns. The stadium's locations on the North Shore provide spectacular views of the downtown skyline and demonstrate how modern architecture can complement historic industrial landscapes. The Carnegie Museums, built with steel money but dedicated to art, natural history, and science, showcase Pittsburgh's commitment to culture and education. The Andy Warhol Museum celebrates the city's most famous artistic son, while the Heinz History Center tells the fascinating story of how this river city became an American industrial powerhouse. Point State Park, where the three rivers meet, provides a perfect urban oasis with its iconic fountain and stunning views of the city's bridges and skyline. The park serves as a reminder of the geographic advantages that made Pittsburgh possible, while providing a green space where residents and visitors can appreciate the city's unique beauty. Pittsburgh demonstrates that American cities can successfully reinvent themselves while maintaining their authentic character and cultural identity. The combination of stunning natural setting, rich industrial heritage, world-class cultural institutions, and passionate community spirit creates a destination that surprises and delights visitors. This is a city that proves the American dream is alive and well, where innovation builds upon tradition to create something entirely new and exciting. As our virtual journey draws to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible diversity and beauty we've experienced together. From Chicago's lakefront magnificence to Mount Rushmore's monumental achievement, from Grand Teton's pristine wilderness to Pittsburgh's remarkable transformation, these destinations represent the very best of what makes America extraordinary. Now I'm curious about your own travel dreams and experiences. Which of these destinations speaks to your heart? Are you drawn to Chicago's urban energy, Mount Rushmore's historical significance, Grand Teton's natural beauty, or Pittsburgh's inspiring transformation story? Have you visited any of these places? And if so, what surprised you most about the experience? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible travel adventures, virtual tour, and insider tips that will help you make the most of your own journeys. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest destinations and travel insights. And remember, the world is full of wonders waiting to be discovered, and your next great adventure is just a click away.